guys ready?
Nope.
Alright, what's up, everybody? It's been
What up?
a long time since we had a late lapse. I hope everyone's been doing good. Hopefully the stream is not having a seizure.
Stabilizes.
Yeah, hopefully it's not having a seizure like it has been. The past couple weeks. That's for anyone wondering why we haven't had late claps. That's the
That's the main reason.
difficulties. Yeah, something's really going on with OBS, all that stuff. So, and then a lot of us, like, I don't know if I talked about it before, but I started school. Loesch got school. Dylan's got Dylan's stuff to do. So, you know, makes it tough. But yeah, we're back. Having a good time. Having a good time. All right. Loesch, do me a favor. If you can, just take a look to see if everything's actually legitimately working on
I just checked. The music's there, and I can hear our voices clear.
Alright, cool. Not too loud or anything. Everything's all good. Hello.
Yes,
And just,
I look fine.
Yes, everybody, this is Lake Labs number 15, and we just figured out what a stream key is. So, hopefully we figured out those technical difficulties.
These are the archives.
well, I knew
Making a
what it
joke
was. So I
situation.
knew what it was
Yeah, I know.
before. But I didn't realize that, like a car, I have to go and constantly, like, if it's not working for a little bit, I gotta change it out. What the fuck, you know? So dumb. Oh my gosh, dude. My nose the whole day so far has been like runny and like really annoying. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on.
Allergies?
I think so. Yeah.
Pollen?
Exactly.
Have you been outside all day?
No. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's Fenrir, honestly. I think it's
Steve been like on top of you today?
yeah, he
No, might be why then.
usually is.
So we have a returning member, SBD, coming back from the jungle of New York.
The jungles of New York, yeah. Dangerous.
So, how have you been, Dylan?
Everything going. Nothing much.
Yeah.
Nothing major.
Did you leave anything in your fridge or like pantry that went bad when you were on duty?
Oh, really? Everything was
That's good.
moldy, which I'm glad. No problems.
Did that happen to you, Alan, or no?
For what?
Like when you went on deployment, did you have food that went bad when you got back? You had to chuck it.
No, because I didn't have food in my fridge or anything. We kind
That's
of
good.
played it smart.
You just cleared out.
Yeah, like ate every we kind of had a suspicion. So like we got the call during that time. Like we got it. We're like, oh shit. And then we actually didn't leave for another 2 weeks before we actually, you know, it's kind of like it was real. Like we got the alert and everything. It said like, all right, you guys are leaving. But then they were like, okay, it's not happening anymore. And honestly, dude, like a lot of times, like, I know this might sound weird because most people are like, when they talk about like PTSD and like stress from like the army. It's always like, oh yeah, it's because my buddy died in front of me, or I couldn't, or like I watched somebody get fucking like blown up, or the shell shock, right? But
Mhm.
like, I don't know how it was for you, Dylan, but for me, I definitely know that like I weirdly have like when people fucking like when I get alerts, right? Because that was such a stressful situation because I didn't know if I was actually leaving. So I again being fucking I was 19 when I left, which is crazy as fuck when I think about it. It was 2 years ago. It was where I was, yeah, because I turned 20. I turned 20 in Poland, and then came
All right.
back. So yeah, so I was. It's basically like,
I was talking about your most recent training deployment.
oh, you mean to like to JTC?
Louisiana.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, we kind of, again, I was in here in this
Lined up.
apartment, so I was kind of like, okay, let me clear out
Right.
all the shit, and then I kind of just started like going to get food every here and there. So I didn't really worry. There was no issue. Now what did suck was coming back and there not being any food. Because I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I can imagine. What time did you get back? Was it in the morning or or was it late at night?
So the one in October. So yeah, the one in October, I got back at like 3 or 4 in the morning. We didn't get to leave until 5, and then 6 I got home. So, and I was kind of like, I tried to go to sleep, but like we slept all the way on the bus, so I was still kind of like, meh. But then I just couldn't. So I was in like a really weird groggy but okay state. I don't know.
Gotcha.
And I didn't eat anything that day too. Besides bussies, ain't that right, Dylan?
Mm-hmm.
No, you need to go to a bussies, bro. You know what that is? Bussies. Loesch?
Hello?
I do not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Did I disconnect with them?
Nah, I think you just lagged out a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you need to go to a bussies, bro. Dylan, would you like to explain to Loesch what a bussies is?
How about you? I want to see how you explain this.
Alright, well, for anyone who does not know of bussies, such as Loesch, let me explain to you my thoughts and feelings on this amazing place. So, Bussies is a wonderful, wonderful, majestic place. Where is it? It's in. Is it in Georgia? Dylan? South Carolina? Which state is it in?
Bussies,
I think it's in South Carolina. I think.
I think.
Correct.
Well,
me
I
if I'm
mean,
wrong.
who else was there?
What?
Who else was there?
What do you mean? Who else was there? I'm saying, where's the fucking place? Like, where is it?
Bucky's?
First of all, it's called Bussies, and yes.
Oh, Bucky's. It's fucking Bucky's, not Bussies.
No, it's Bussies.
Oh, I know what Bucky's is.
It's called Bussies. You need that Bucky's Bussy, bro.
No. Wait, hold on. Let me search it up.
Have you been to Bucky's? Now that I'm all serious.
No, but I've heard of it.
Dude, it is amazing. Yeah, we call it Bussies.
I never heard anyone call it
Bussy.
Bussies. For a moment, there's like, I didn't know what you're talking about, so I just went along with it. It's like,
what?
after heard it a couple times, like, oh, you mean fucking Bucky's.
I really thought really thought you just wanted me
Dylan
to
just rolled with
explain
it.
I really thought you were just like making a joke with me, but no, you really just had no idea what the fuck I was talking about.
Nope.
You could have said, "What the fuck is a pussies, bro?" Like, you coulda just
No. I wanted to see the development first before I had more
wanted to-
context.
wanted to hear the plot.
Yes.
Let's see where things were going.
Yep.
gotta find out. But anyways, yeah. So Buc-ee's is basically just this store that we go
Yep.
to all the time when we go to like every single time we go down to Louisiana for this event. They go to this gas station. The gas station has like, what do you think, Dylan? Like 50 pumps, 50, 60 pumps. No, not 50. Like maybe like 35. No, maybe like 50 pumps. It's got a lot. The store is this like and it's a gas station, but like, you know how they have like the little store, like convenience store part of a gas station? Yeah, this is like a fucking Target. Like you go in there, there's a whole like food section. There's like in the center, they start cooking like brisket and shit for you. It's like 24/7 too. So like there's always brisket and shit. Well, no, I think they close it. They have like a breakfast and like dinner type thing. But it's nevertheless, it's still fucking awesome. And yeah, they have like brisket. They have their own chips. Like they make their own chips. They have pulled pork. Like a lot of like just barbecue food, and it's bomb. Like, and again, you're like, when you like go in there and you get the food, you're like, this can't be that great. It's a fucking gas station. This is like not a gas station, bro. This is like going in and eating at fucking like Red Robin or some shit. Which I've never
Place
been.
is,
I've
like,
only been to Red Robin once.
Actually
but
clean.
yeah,
Like
it's
clean bathrooms,
Yeah,
clean store, bunch of like
people are
Bucky
super
type
nice.
jerky and candy.
Yep.
Like barbecue sandwiches. They freshly chopped up. And
Super
there's
nice.
45 locations, mainly in Texas, and one to two of them in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, South Carolina,
Was it in Alabama?
Tennessee.
I think it might have been Alabama. No, I can't think. No, definitely not Alabama. Nevertheless, it's awesome. I already have 3 cups and a beer cup, like one of the beer things where it's like you like slip it on, and like a beer cover, is that what it is? And like while you hold it, it doesn't freeze your fucking hand or some shit.
Oh, the beer holder,
Yeah, I don't know
What
what
is
that, like what it's actually called, but
cup holder, the beer cup holder.
yeah, something like that. But yeah, it's a good time. Loesch, I don't know if we talked about it yet, but would you like to tell the lovely people what you've been up to?
Nothing much. Just my summer class. Been practicing the drums. Work. Work's been work. It's busier now that it's the summer, so we have like pools at my work that people go to. So
Cool.
aside from that, it's not that bad. And then my classes are
Yep.
like one of them is personal fitness, and the other one's weight training. So it's classes where I just go in and work out, and like have to submit a workout plan as my assignments. So it's easy as fuck.
That's
And then after that, I have my associates, and then I'm going to William Patterson. So.
William Patterson. Why you
William
not
P.
why you not doctor yet? Talk to me when you doctor. I am doctor father. Talk to me when you're hospital director. I really don't know why. I'm not quite sure why I just went with this stereotypical Asian. But dude, it's been really good with the music stuff. Like for all the people Well, I don't know if I said it on the last stream. I don't believe so because it's been a month since since we last streamed. So yeah, but anyways, I started school at Berkeley College of Music, and the music production stuff. I had to spend about 1,100, which it got covered by like my college fund, and like the army kind of like covered most of like the tuition and shit, and like for paid for like a lot of the credits and all that type of shit. So I'm pretty grateful for that. But it's like it really like makes me look at stuff, and I was like, I kind of like wish I knew more about music theory. Like I took more time into learning music theory and like composing and doing all that shit, because there's so many like, I always look at like the cool bands, like how System of a Down does stuff, and how Rise Against does like a really good job of having like a really fast beat and then going into like a slower, like they just change tempo and beats a lot. And I always like respect and admire that shit. And I'm like, how do I do that? And for one of my assignments, I had to basically make a song. Never fucking done that before, like by myself. Like I always had you guys to kind of like give me that, you know what I mean? But like with this, especially this shit got me fucking riled up because I had to make a drum beat. And again, being bass, it wasn't, the drum beat itself was not the difficult part. The using the keyboard to make the drum beat for the first time in my life, that's what I was like, oh fuck, I have no idea what I'm doing. Or like having to time it up perfectly, like all the little intricacies. It's like, but I definitely have a lot, like a shit ton more respect for producers and all the people that really do their thing, even in all genres now, because while I've been working on it, I somehow decided to come up with this, and again, I have no idea what I was doing, so I somehow created this like funk punk song. So like the beginning of it's like super funky, and then like and really groovy, but then it goes into like just super fast like punk, like Rise Against, even like a little bit of a Metallica feel because of the way Montoya plays, but like, right. Dude, it's just, and it's been really stressful. I actually have to somehow come up with lyrics and record my vocals for it, and also I need to find Montoya, which I don't know why he's not on the stream right now, but he's probably busy. I don't know what
He's at Richard's house.
Oh, is he?
Oh, they're
Making love
freaking
over
out.
there? They're making love over there?
Really?
I guess so.
I mean, Vicky is, you know.
Yeah. I mean, we support him. We're allies.
Yeah. We're
Stand with him.
allies.
Fuck yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
So Lois, let me ask you something. So, have you been watching any of the Joe Rogan podcasts recently?
Not recently. I got into it
Pretty good.
in high school, and I watched ones that with like interesting guests. When it used to be on YouTube, I used to watch a lot, but now that it's on Spotify, I watch it a lot less.
Yeah. No, I feel that.
But like the Alex Jones podcast was so funny. It's one of my favorite podcasts of all time. A lot of the MMA hours were really good too. Like the Israel Adesanya's first one was really good.
Yep.
Then Joey Diaz had so many amazing ones. Tom Segura.
Yeah, when his like crew comes in, so it's kind of like Tom and
Yeah.
and Bert. just
Bert.
watched the one recently with Bert, and that shit was so. It was like really good, but then it also made me be like, Bert, if you ever, Mr. Kreischer, if you the machine, if you ever somehow manage to watch this, you're very sensitive, it seems, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
He definitely seems like a way more sensitive dude compared to the rest of them. So.
I gotta say one thing about him. He's too like insecure, and he's gotten him and Brennan Schaub in particular have gotten worse the more popular they've gotten. And like Bird sometimes just like makes up stories like whole cloth.
Oh yeah, he says it all the time.
Yeah, and
He
it's
literally,
like, all right.
he talks about it in the most recent podcast where he's like, I don't know, like I'm just like really insecure about myself, and I had this.
Okay.
Like,
If he's
need-
talking about it, then
Oh no,
because he used to. Okay.
You say.
I kind of stopped watching him for the past couple months because it was getting like really annoying. But I guess if he's coming out of it, like actually talking about it, then that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I used to really like him, and then he's gotten like kind of annoying. And I really like Tom Segura, so I used to watch their podcast all the time. And then when it felt like he was like, instead of having a conversation with Tom, he was more or less like competing for attention of the audience with him. It felt more like, and that's why I started watching more of Tom's podcast with his wife, Your Mom's House. That one's really good too, because his wife is a comedian. They brought on Andrew Tate before Andrew Tate was popular.
Interesting.
It was so good, because it was when he was still doing the alpha male grift, and so he came on, and Tom Segura is just a great comedian, so he's busting his balls, and Tate ends up, I think, asking a question to Tom's wife, and you could tell he's trying to like alleviate the guy that's ripping on him, and so he's going to the lady, not thinking that she's also a comedian, so then she just starts ripping on him too. It made it very funny.
Noise.
Yeah, look, I really think, going back to what I said before, but
About Bert.
yeah, he in the
I'll
most
check out that
recent-
most recent podcast.
I think it was the 26th one. I think, I don't know, but nevertheless, he went on saying something about like, so he had his movie coming out, which was The Machine, and it was like supposedly is really funny. I really want to go watch it because I like Bert a lot. But he was like telling Joe, he's like, yeah, man, like I'm just really insecure about stuff about his dad, like something with his dad. And then also the fact like, so I don't know if you know the whole deal with their crew, but it's like, so like Tom kind of like popped off like before Bert did, and he was doing like exponentially better than Bert. And Bert was kind of just like, what do I do? I'm being left in the dust here. So he's kind of like shitting the bed with a lot of his stuff. His podcasts and his TV shows were like, he got like fired from his TV shows and stuff like that. And then his wife, who they were only dating at the time, she like left him, so he was like at like low, you know. So, and that's like still kind of affected him to like now basically. And he also will, like, again, you said like, yeah, he just makes up stories. He literally says that all the time. He goes, listen, I don't know what I'm talking about, and he'll just say shit.
Yeah,
But it's kind of like, okay,
it's in
cool.
the way that he does it.
Right.
Because if he's making up a story about his like mysterious friend or whatever, if he's like, "Oh, my friend," it's like, all right, whatever. He's a comedian. But when he's like, "Oh, my daughter" or "my wife," it's like, ooh, it's just a little weird to me. Or when he's talking about a friend who's famous, it's like, it's just kind of weird, you know what I mean?
It's not even weird. It's just like
It's like, why are you
kind
doing
of
it?
yeah.
Type of
So,
thing.
The
Because he's
the
funny
reason-
without it. He's very funny. Like that's my whole thing with the movie is I want to see it, but I'm not gonna watch it in theaters because of the fact like in the time window that he's making this movie is when he was going through this. So I don't know if he like tried to take over the production himself and fucked it up, or I don't know, like you know what I mean?
No, he he didn't touch it too much. He
Oh,
kind of
okay.
just made sure it was good. Like a lot of it's actually valid,
Mhm.
but like for the most part, they kind of like movied it. You know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll actually go watch it then.
Yeah. There's one with Tom. It's actually really interesting because Tom was he's been what do you call it? He got like hurt. I don't
Mhm.
know what he did, but he got
He
like hurt.
tore his UCL, or no, he
Um,
tore his patellar tendon and
Oh,
broke his ulnar radial.
hmm. From what? You know?
There's a video of it on YouTube. I'll send it to you. He was dunking a basketball.
That's funny as hell. Like this man really just fucked that
Alright,
shit
I'm gonna
up.
share my screen.
Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to watch it because of the stuff. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Oh, yeah, I just did this.
Oh fuck!
You watching, Dylan?
Holy
Yeah.
shit! Is that his? Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
dude!
Another angle. Oh, got cut off.
Jesus Christ, dude!
Yeah, it's a rough one.
Fuck.
Yeah,
But now he's jacked.
look rough.
Yeah, he looks really good now, but it's like
See how he looks then? Oh, I can skip ahead.
oh my gosh, he used to be so big.
Yeah. Like, if you look at his face.
You know, it's funny that he says that because when he talks to Joe in the most recent one, he goes, he says something along the lines of like he lost all the weight and like he got himself like he recovered,
Mhm.
but what people don't really get, and this is what fucks up a lot of people, is that to they think they're done like once they get to the goal,
Yeah.
but that's like completely false. Like you gotta keep going, but people don't
Mhm.
get that. They think, okay, I got it. I'm now under fucking, I don't know, whatever fucking weight they want at 110, whatever, right there. 100, under 110, Jesus Christ. They're like, they're under 210 or something, right? That's what my brother wanted to do. He's like, I want to be 190 at least and sit at that weight or like below that. And he kept getting it, but then he'd like let it go. So now he'd keep gaining it, and it'd just be so bad, like just really bad. But yeah, no. I've been okay, now here's the weird thing, Loesch, as well, that I might tell you. And I don't know if I think I told this to you, Dylan. I actually watch the podcast, like the Joe Rogan podcast and stuff. I watch it when I work out. I don't know if that's weird. but,
Weird.
like,
Yeah, you told me about this.
yeah. So I don't know what it is. It's like I can kind of just like get into like, cause he's just such a good like, he's just so good at like talking with people and like being able to like interview them and like have a good conversation with them. So I don't know. I just get into it.
That's what gets you going.
I mean, not like it doesn't help me or anything, but it lets me like, like if I don't want to give a fuck about what's going on, it's not loud enough or like there's not too much shit going on in my ears because you're just talking, you know? It's
Mhm.
just two people talking, and then I can cut it, and then I can just go focus on my fucking workout, and then carry on. Oh, Losh, speaking of workout, I actually it's kind of crazy, bro. Like my muscle memory. So I last week, sorry, 2 weeks ago, I was only able to get like 90 was like my plateau, and I was like,
Mhm.
why can't I get past this? And then I finally got 95 for 10, and this is dumbbell bench, by the way. I got
Gotcha.
95 for 10. I call my dude, because again, I'm trying not to use arms and stuff, whatever. Because he's been telling me like, hey, this is how you should do stuff while you're on it, right? I'm like, okay, right, let's see. And he's like, hey, you need to go up to 100 now and try to do that for 10. I did that last week on like, I don't know, like Tuesday or some shit. And I got that one for 10. No problem. Like, first thing, no problem. So he's like, I call him back. I'm like, hey, I just got it. So what do I do? Do I go to like 105 or whatever? He goes, listen, I know that gym, there's not 105s. You have to do 110. I know it sucks, but just do it. And I was like, what? So, and I looked, there's no 105s. So I'm starting to freak out a little bit. I'm like, fuck it. I grabbed the 110s. You know how like you have to try to like, I was by myself, so like, now you have to
Mhm.
like put it on your
Yeah,
fucking
flip it
like
up.
thighs,
Mhm.
right? And then like you'll go back and then push it up, right? Dude, it was such a struggle to get them on my legs. I was like, and then I got it. I push up, right? I go and do it, and I get 7, and then I died out because my forearms, they've been giving me some issues recently, like, and my elbow. Uh, let's see, anatomical, the lateral, yeah, like more of like the lateral portion of my elbow's been like, they like twitch and freak out when I lift. It's weird. Like especially when I do heavyweight on bench. I don't know why, but it kind of does worry me here and there because I'm scared like it's just gonna and then there goes my fucking elbows. So, but yeah, I'm at 110 right now. I really think I could do 120 this week, but we'll see. We'll see. Also, I look like a fucking, like I'm fucking shredded as fuck right now. I don't know how. I think it's just because like my diet's a lot different. Like I actually eat now. Like I eat pretty consistently.
Like 3 meals a day now.
Oh fuck no. It's just not one meal a day. It's usually like 2. I usually
Yeah.
have like breakfast, and then I don't really have to work through lunch, but like I don't want to go and pay for like I don't want to have to waste my gas, and then I don't want to have to pay for food on base, and then I can't go to the DFAC anymore because they're gonna dock me for it. So
Yeah.
like you see what I'm saying, Dylan?
Hmm.
So it's kind of like I'll have like snacks here and there, which I really don't like because it usually snacks make me sick, but you know, yeah.
Fair enough.
Mhm.
Okay. So Loesch, again, it's been a long time. So, um, we gotta talk about this. Sports. All right, we're stepping into
Oh,
the sports
jeez.
section right now.
Da-na-na,
Which do you want to hop into first?
That before we get copyrighted. Oh, we're so good at it. We're gonna get copyrighted.
No, it's okay. I sang one note incorrectly. I was also out
What
of
have
key.
we talked about? Did we talk about Aaron Rodgers going to the Jets?
Yeah, speaking of your quarterback, you should go take a look at the stream and
Oh, jeez.
something happened with OBS. So I had to change some photos here
Oh God, what you do?
and
I don't like the sound of that.
I don't either.
there. There you go, everybody. I hope you guys
Good
enjoy.
one.
It's the classic photo of Aaron Rodgers. That was the first, dude. When I looked up funny sports like photo, that was the first one that popped up. Anyways, so yeah, what do you really think like the Jets are gonna be like pretty top tier, or do you think it's
They'll
gonna
make
be
the
a
playoffs.
bust? You think so?
That's my prediction. I don't know how far they'll make it. That's dependent on Aaron Rodgers, but I think that team with a quarterback who plays every game and can manage an offense,
Mhm.
like like Derek Carr could get that team to a wild card.
Yeah, no, 100%.
And
I think
so
the Saints are
putting
gonna be really good.
putting Aaron Rodgers on that team, they're definitely gonna get the wild card. I don't know where else from there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's so many good teams in that division. The Bills are disgusting. The Chiefs are the best team in football.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one.
Who's better?
The Jets. I'm just kidding. Who's
I was
better?
gonna say
I don't
the
know.
Bengals, maybe, who are still in the AFC.
So if we're just talking about the AFC, like just that division as a whole, I don't know, dude. Like, I still think that I'm still pretty skeptical with how games work. A lot of the rules nowadays too kind of make it like really gay with shit, because it's like, okay, so you're telling me Patrick Mahomes or all the fucking QBs that are like quote unquote running QBs can run out the pocket, basically do their little footwork, and because dudes aren't gonna like, they're so scared of the penalty, like they can't tackle right anymore.
Well, I think
You know what I mean?
once you're
So,
past the line of scrimmage, roughing the passer isn't a thing.
no, yes, but
Unnecessary roughness is a thing, but roughing the
that's
passer.
but that's what I'm saying. That like, if they look like they can make the idea of, oh, I was going down or I was going out of bounds, instead,
Right.
like I've seen QBs do this little move. I think I've actually seen. I think I've seen. No, it's
Is it
no
the
one
college
else.
QB?
What's up?
The college QB who did the fake slide?
No, it wasn't a fake slide.
Because he caused a
It
rule
was-
change.
So he.
So you're not allowed to do that anymore in college.
So he was running out of. He looked like he was about to run out of bounds.
And then he
but
cut
then,
it up.
like, he did like a spin move and spun the dude out because it was a corner, so it was pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And then he kept running. So, and I could understand the whole, okay, he's a runner now, but bro, like, Mahomes has done that shit too. Mahomes has done that, like, he did that against the Titans too. And that shit really pissed me off because I'm like, bro, like, I can understand, like, don't fuck up their QB. You don't try to hurt somebody's QB. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, dude, you don't like, QBs should know that and take it on the
Not
chin
take
with,
advantage of
like,
it.
Yeah, they shouldn't take advantage of it and then be a fucking dick after they score. Cause he like did the whole, like, I'm fucking huge, and he started doing like the, like, flex the biceps pose, and then like
Mhm.
flex to like do all the flexing and shit. I'm like, bro, you could have gotten fucking swamped here. If it wasn't for the fact that everyone's sucking your cock, then like you'd probably be like Teddy Bridgewater. Simple as that. Career ruined because you got fucking yacked in the head. But guess what? You didn't, because everyone's protecting you right now. It just bothers me. But anyways, let's getting back on topic. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Jets. Okay. Here's the thing. I think if the Pats get DeAndre,
They're not a
we
playoff
get-
team. They don't have
we
the
get-
quarterback.
if we get DeAndre and Dalvin Cook, again, crazy ass possibility. Really doubt it's gonna happen. But hypothetically, we get both, and we get a linebacker, just another middle linebacker to help, because the one we have now, he's good, but he's like a good run stopper, not really best for coverage. So he's kind of like a worse Dante Hightower, I guess you could say, because he's not as heavy either. So Jawan Bentley, that's his name. So I think if we got a really good middle linebacker, then we're fine. I think that's it, because the corners, we somehow produce corners really well, no
Yeah.
matter who it is. Like,
You only need a
like-
different quarterback. That's just
yeah, I'm not a. I
Mac
Personally-
is- yeah,
I think, okay, so I think, especially now with Bill O'Brien being here, I think it might be good. I want to see how.
I mean, if you can make it work, make it work.
Because he did really well when he was like calling the shots. I don't know if you saw
Yeah.
the whole thing where
He was
got-
good his rookie year. He's better than he was his sophomore year. He made a Pro Bowl.
So there was a game, I think it was 2 years ago, where he like, how do I say this? He was like fighting with our offensive coordinator, aka our defensive coordinator, and he basically told him like, no, I'm like, if you tell me to play something, I'm just gonna audible. I'm just gonna change the audible like right then and there. So we're basically playing like quick time, right? So we're playing like double time, right? And hurry up. It's kind of like hurry up a little bit. So, and he did, and he went down. I think it was like twice, like 2 drives, and scored. So it's like he does have like really good knowledge and shit. It's just, I think that he's not trying to like overstep because he's still new, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think he's got good touch. His power, he's really weak in terms of
Yeah.
power. I don't like his swag. I'm not a fan. Like, he's like one of those dudes who like should just shut up and play. Like, don't try to be cool. You're not fucking you're not Justin Jefferson. You're not Justin Fields, you know. You're not the dude. What the fuck is the dude on the Eagles? The fuck's his name?
Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, you're not Jalen Hurts. You're none of those people. Right? You're not Kirk Cousins either. You know, like, no, dude. You are a
think he's
no-name
just trying
QB
to-
right now.
Because most of the time he's just joking around. I think he's just bullshitting with
Yeah,
people.
but
Like when he
that's
did the
the
gritty,
problem.
it's not like he's. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like he's being
you know how many
serious.
photos there is of him being like a bitch? Like, like the slide. Did you see the there was a DN, so he like fumbled. The defense picked up the ball, and he like grabbed one of the DN. I think it was Brian Burns. Yeah, he grabbed Brian Burns' like ankle or something and tried to like twist it as he
Oh,
like sacked him, and he like tried to run to come like continue with the ball and with the play, and he like tried to grab his ankle and shit. There was another time where he like tried to slide tackle somebody,
I saw
and he
that.
like kicked him in the ankle and
Mhm.
almost like fucked his ankle up. Like he's done a lot of dirty shit, and I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
like what the fuck do you think? Who the fuck A do you think you are? You're not Brady. You can't get away with that shit and be like, haha, I got you. Right? Right? You can't do that shit. You know?
An Alabama boy.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Um, fucking Roll Tide though. Not an Alabama fan for everyone knowing. If anything, I would say I am a Horned Frog fan. Not because they almost won the championship. Was it this year? I think. Yeah, they were in like the Rose Bowl. I don't know what the fuck league it was even. I'm not that big into college, but I know like they were pretty good this year. Like really, really good this year. But I like them because of their jerseys. So yeah, that's really it. TCU baby. Anyways, but or Arizona. I think Arizona is the one where Luke Kuechly came out of, and Dante Hightower, and a lot of really good players and linebackers that I like. So, but Loesch, so this is something that's kind of weighed on my mind a little bit about the sport. Do you think that players are weaker, thinner, and lighter? And do you think that affects the game in more of a negative way than a positive way?
Sorry, what did you say?
Jesus fuck. Okay.
I apologize.
Okay. Yeah, I was like really trying to make a good question, and then I was like, okay, I just need to say the question, and then I can like forget.
Okay. Say the question
hold on.
again.
So let me try to think of it. Okay, so like, okay, do you think that players are weaker, lighter, and less disciplined? And if so, do you think it affects the game in a more negative way than positive way? Because again, there's some people that are like, oh, it's like there's people that are like the players are leaner, right? Not,
Yes.
you know what I mean, type deal. So like,
I think
yeah, what are your thoughts on that?
like you gotta like think of strength as two different things. It's like absolute or relative. In absolute terms, I think that like overall the league may be a little bit weaker, but like most people say it is leaner. Like everybody is lighter, but I think relatively, like if you took everybody's weight and divided if you took everybody's like max bench, divided it by their weight, and then had that ratio and compared it to the ratio of the same positions from 40 years ago, you would see that by position, people did get stronger. You know what I'm saying?
Like the average is better.
They're relatively stronger. There might not be people who are just massive, like the one guy who used to be the nose tackle for the Ravens, who's just a fucking meat monster, and
Mean Joe Greenbow.
yeah, those type of guys.
Okay, so let me ask you this: do you think it's better or worse for the league?
Better, because I think people have gotten a lot faster, so it makes the game faster.
Okay.
More speed, more scoring.
So.
And then even on the defensive, I mean, it means more injuries, obviously, because people don't play safe. Like you said, discipline is kind of going out the window, and I think that all that leads to is lower levels losing discipline, and then people getting injured again a lot in football, and then it becoming another big thing about injuries in football.
Right.
How it was like before our time, because that became a thing a while ago.
So let me ask you this. So let's look at like let's say 2000. Okay, wait, when was Ladainian Tomlinson was like 2005, right? Or
Around
is he
then.
younger than that? Was it younger than that? Because that's usually, or like, what about AP? When did AP get in? AP was like
I just looked up-
2000.
I looked up LaDainian Tomlinson.
And when did he in like AP and all
LaDainian
that?
Tomlinson's rookie year was 2001.
Okay, so like, I would say around like 2005 to like, this is my personal, like, I think this is like the best years of football. I think like 2000. Now I could be a little bit more biased because this is like, growing up with it, but it like 2004, yeah, like 2004 to like 2000, like honestly like 2028, yeah, I'd say like 18, I would say at most, best years of football, and then it started dying out.
I think that's because that's when the game was getting faster and everybody's getting stronger, and before they implemented a lot of rules.
I actually think
People flew around a lot more.
I think it's actually because of the fact that, like, personally, I don't like how fast it is. I don't like how.
Really?
Yeah, I hate it. I hate how fast the game is. It's annoying as fuck because, like, again, doing fucking quick slants and doing this and that, like, it's like when you play Madden, right?
Mhm.
Like, I hate playing against a dude who, like, all he does is like just beat your defense by like throwing the ball and doing a lot of
Like
these
death by a
dinky
thousand
dunks
cuts.
and like yeah, death by like a billion fucking cuts. And then like he'll do like a little, I'll run the ball every like here and there, and like, it's just so fucking boring. I hate that.
Yeah,
Right?
but that's the
Because it
chess
puts,
match of football.
well, the thing is, it just puts more pressure on like corners and safeties. So basically,
Right.
if you don't have a good secondary, you can't lock down the uh receivers.
Right.
And
Like I said,
if
that's
you
the chess
can't,
match of football. If you don't have a
oh,
good D line, you
that's
can't cover the run.
hold on, give me 1 second. I didn't realize. Wait, what?
What happened?
Oh,
But
never mind. I thought the music for the stream just stopped. And I was like, because I didn't hear anything for like a minute. I was like, what the fuck is going on? Anyways, no, I think that when there was people like Vince Wilfork, like I think when there was people like Vince Wilfork, when JJ was in his prime, like when there was Luke Kuechly and Andrew Luck, right? Like those are the best.
that's
days
just
of football.
nostalgia bias.
Because, or like just even like just dudes that are bigger, because I personally, this is how I see it. When you're bigger as in weight, like when linebackers were like, their weight classes, like a speed linebacker was like 230, and a heavy linebacker was like 265, and then the mid linebacker would like Luke Kuechly, for example, would be like 250 or like 240, right? Like those ranges. D tackles, right? The inside, so your interior D tackles, right, including your your TNT, right? They'd be around like 350, right? They're big boys.
They still
Right?
are.
But then the
The
even like
ends
the
are just the
nose
light
tackle.
guys.
Yeah. So like your ends, even back then, the ends were like 270, 265, like 270. Like they were
Yeah.
almost 300 pounds too.
No, they're
And
just big linebackers for the most part.
yeah, they're huge, bro. They're so big. And now
That's
it's
what she
like,
said.
and the thing is, I think, like in my opinion, like like even offensive linemen were fucking ginormous, all of them, every single
Yeah.
one, super fucking big, right? And the thing about that is like, when you're bigger, now again, it's a little bit of a double-edged sword here, but you have a lot more cushion. You're squishier, so
You're also
bones
easier to
like-
hurt somebody.
right. You are easier. You're easier to fuck somebody up, but that's a part of the game. So
Dude, do you remember how
That's
much
fair.
worse the
What?
NFL used to be?
in terms of what?
Safety. People
Same.
aren't getting knocked safety. People aren't
Oh.
getting knocked unconscious anymore.
Dude, listen, that's
Like-
the warrior spirit of the sport. Although to be fair,
Like
to
it's
be
a
fair,
good thing.
people were
that
getting
that
knocked
shit's
the
not
fuck out
happening.
because they also, right? They also like didn't really know how to they didn't really give a fuck about tackling. They said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna spear the shit out of you." But
Yeah.
except for one team, which is the Seahawks, because they literally got trained by coaches who they hired, who were they were rugby coaches. They hired rugby coaches so they can learn to tackle, which
Right. But I'm saying the old NFL, like people got hurt bad.
yeah,
Fucking Aaron Hernandez.
yep,
That happened.
wrong. Like look at Gronk.
There's a
Gronk's
Jets
pretty-
player who got he turned stiff after he got hit.
Mhm.
That used to be
Montez
like
Burfict fucking
that used to be
coming
like
out
a
of nowhere.
monthly occurrence. Is people just being stiff as a board
Right.
or somebody going unconscious during a game.
So, but let's
Now
look
when
at
it
on this
happens
side.
to Tua, it's nationwide news. You know,
Let's-
like that's a very good thing, is what I'm saying.
Let's look at it on this end too. Penalties, plays. A lot more people, right? When people get fucking rocked, you tend not to fucking do whatever it is. Like when you threw a slant or some shit. Like remember that one fucking play with DK, when they threw a slant to DK, and the fucking, I think it was corner. Yeah, I think it was like the slot corner, comes in, tries to hit stick him, knocks the
Yeah.
ball out of his hand, and he just fucking, DK didn't even flinch. It looked like he ran, like the dude ran into DK.
Mhm.
DK the wall Metcalf. Like,
Oh,
bro,
he's
fuck?
massive.
that's what I'm saying. Like, he's like a Megatron type
Yes.
figure, but he doesn't even feel like it. Bro. Like, it's so weird to me. Like, there was so many.
Do you watch the games he plays in? He feels like that. Teams
I
have to
actually
double cover him.
I don't really get to. Well, yeah, I think he's a lot slower now, right? Is that it?
No. Teams
Is
have
it
to
his
double.
route running.
His route running isn't the best, but if he's running a fade, you have to delegate two people to him. Because if you only have a corner, then he's gonna beat him. And if you have a safety, he can
He's
jump
gonna
over him.
fucking
So
jump.
you gotta have two of them.
Right.
It's not as bad as Megatron. It's not like teams are lining up two corners over him.
Yeah.
That's what they used to do against Megatron in the red zone. Two corners over the one man.
Sometimes.
So
Right. Yeah.
It's not that crazy, but
Yeah, Megatron's route running was like fucking insane though too.
yeah.
He's
And
short,
he also-
he's
he had better
short, mid,
hands.
and- oh, 100%. Yeah. No,
Like,
100%.
As soon as the ball entered his catch radius, it was in his hands.
Yeah, it's literally like just put it near me and I'm gonna get it.
Yeah.
Which is insane to me, but no, again, like it's
Like
just
DK, I think, has dropped balls before.
no. DK is not the best catcher. That is true. He can't catch as good as most receivers. That's why he's not
Like he hasn't done the
super
crazy shit that
right. Yeah, it's like
That
his
Megatron did.
highlight is him dropping a ball.
have you seen the crazy catches that George Pickens has made?
George Pickens. Oh yeah, dude,
He's on
that
the
shit-
Steelers.
that
His
shit is
his reflexes are
insane.
like, what the fuck?
Dude, he did that one thing where he like basically did like a scorpion and still caught that shit. I was like,
Yeah.
holy fuck, dude.
Did you see his catch from his practice tape at Georgia?
Yes, they posted that on the NFL website. It's pretty good.
It's fun. It's nuts.
Dude, it's insane. But no, I don't know. I'm not really liking the way in the direction the game is going in. I would prefer if people start beefing up again. Again, the safety in the game, that is definitely better, right? but people tend to lose discipline because they're weaker, right? Now, if you beef up, whether it's with just pure strength, so you're like Aaron Donald, where you're fucking, I think he's like 315 or something at 6'1" for an interior D lineman, but he's like literally just pure muscle. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like if you're like that, fair game. But if you're like dude, like linemen nowadays, they're still like their body on like the inside is like fat. You know, like they look like a lineman. But then when you look at their arms and legs and shit, they just kind of look like skinny fat there. You know what I mean? It's like back in the day, like linemen looked like, except for fucking what's his name? Who's the dude on the Colts? The guard. He's like really fucking good. You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm. Sorry, I was watching George Pickens.
Do you know what his name is? The dude on the fucking Colts, the guard, the left guard on the Colts.
Oh, Quentin Nelson.
Yeah, Quentin Nelson. Like Quentin Nelson's like one of those dudes when, like, he looks like a real lineman. Some other linemen, they're like their arms and legs are like tiny, and then what do I see them do? I see them get their shit pushed in, and I'm like, well, look at these guys. These dudes are like not as big as they used to be back in the day. So, which again, when you're not as big, right? You're not as strong, usually. So, yeah, I wish it would just go back to the other way. And then another thing is like tight ends, running backs, fullbacks, bro. Like we need more. We need the fullback to come back. That's one thing. Like we need more Kyle Juszczyk, bro.
It is starting to come back.
Is it? Is it really?
A little bit. A little
Like,
bit.
Because I think if they do that, I think the run game will come back. Because the run game's pretty like, if you're not like Derrick Henry or like fucking Saquon or like you don't have like a superstar fucking running back, like kind of fucked. That's the thing though. I kind of feel like if you don't really have veteran linemen as well, or like you have a couple of rookies like Cole Strange. Like Cole Strange isn't that he's not that great. He was our first round draft pick last year. Not the best. He's okay, but I haven't seen him get put on a billboard yet. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm hoping that we do good. I think the Pats. I think it'll be Jets, Pats, and I honestly think it'll be all three of us going to the fucking playoffs, dude.
Yeah, I could see it.
Like, I think that was how it was like the other year, but instead of the Jets, it's the Dolphins, right?
Mhm.
How much did they pay Aaron, by the way? What was the deal?
I know it's backloaded. I forget what the amount was, but I know like I think it's next year we're paying him an ass load of money.
Let me see. One second, boys. 1 second. Fuck is this, dude? Okay. Dylan, you still there, bud?
Mm-hmm. Still here.
Oh. Damn, man. Fucking, I don't know what it is. I'm like tired today. I think it's because I fucking got shit faced the other day. Got way too fucked up yesterday.
Yeah, no kidding.
I don't regret it though. I really don't. It was a good time. That's all that matters to me.
True.
What y'all doing right now?
Watching the Mets game.
Watching
Logging
the
into
Mets game?
YouTube.
Yeah, I'm streaming it. God damn it, my stream froze. I was watching on my phone. It's 2-1, and the Mets have runners at the corners. So. They could tie it up.
I wish I got into baseball more.
Oh, and he struck out. Mets are probably gonna lose the game, so I'll stop watching now.
What's up?
So the Mets are probably gonna lose the game, so I'm gonna stop watching now.
What if they came back because you left?
I'll be glad that they came back. Should we end the stream? I mean, I
Are
got no
you
more
guys good?
topics.
Like, I don't know.
I
Like,
got
if
no
you
more
guys-
stuff. I just don't know what else to talk about.
Same here.
I don't know. Okay, I mean, if you guys are.
We didn't really
you guys
plan
are-
it out beforehand, so
No,
Nope.
we kind of just had a good time, you know?
yeah.
Nothing special. Nothing.
There will
Sweet.
definitely be a longer one next week, so
I don't know. I personally think I'm pretty gassed out.
same.
So,
I'm
like,
deep.
I don't know. I'm so fucking tired, dude. My brain is fried. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
if it's the same for y'all, but like, how long was we sitting there, like, just not saying anything?
A solid like 5 minutes. I was
Really?
like,
It's been
Probably.
that long. Jesus Christ.
I feel like with 5 minutes, it was probably like 2 minutes at
Yeah,
most.
It's probably
better than
not that
anything.
long. It's
I
probably
mean, I've been quiet since I don't really know sports anyway,
sports and
so
stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all good. Anyways, all right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining with us today. Again, we're gonna be trying to shoot for more days, or maybe more weeks to come. What do you guys got? Anything to say to the lovely people out there, and or for the people in the VOD?
Adios. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Dylan.
bye bye.
Ah, yes. Oh, just one more thing. Yeah, if you guys didn't know, for all the new people, if there is new people, you should check out our Instagram. Our YouTube vids, pretty old, but they're really great. And TikTok. I'm gonna be also making a Instagram account and or maybe just a TikTok specifically for my dog. So if you want to go check that out, I'll leave it in the description once it's created, probably in the next stream. So yeah, I also might add a little doggy cam if I could figure out how to fucking do that, because right now he's flipped up on his back and it's pretty adorable. So I feel like I would like to share that with y'all. But as always, y'all, it's been fun. And as always, we'll catch y'all later. More to come. Deuces.
Peace.